Okay, so let's get here to where we were talking about the United States. I know that sounded something that needs to be talked about a little further here. You have to remember, we've already talked about this nation, if you will, all right? This nation that was westwards. And it is the great sea westwards, the great nation westwards. Now that is Babylon the Great. And I've told you it is broken down into two parts. Once again, double. Give unto her double. Ecclesiastical Babylon, which is the ministry, and then commercial Babylon, which are the nations, the material nations, okay, which handle the producing of the material merchandise of which the nations trade upon themselves, of which has brought this assemblage upon themselves. Okay, it's all locked into economics. It's the same thing being mirrored outward or inward, any way you look at it. Okay, so that's how we're connecting here. So we went to where all flesh migrated. It's this nation, it's this great nation westward. It is America, full of race, full of national, full of nations. So, and I beheld the mountains of gloom, which constitutes winter. Now, we're saying Christ said, be fruitful and multiply, or I'm saying that. Now, I know that's from the Genesis account, but remember, Christ is the creator of the worlds, and you'll find that in the book of Hebrews. And you know, you have to understand, like father, like son. The Father is a creator, so too is his Son. The material worlds of time and space has been created by Jesus Christ. Okay? So when Christ says be fruitful and multiply, in that instance, it's about your spiritual works. Remember, all the way back down, all the way up to Matthew, it's about ye shall know them by their fruits. And continually, you'll find that the Bible narrative continually uses fruits to define spiritual works. So that's what we're talking about. We're talking about spiritual works. Okay, like I said, it was instinctive to procreate. So, so if you know about be fruitful and multiply in spiritual works, now you understand about what these mountains of gloom, which constitute winter, were all about. Constitutes is forms or creates or fashions. Okay, so we have forms, winter. Winter is when there is no growth, there is no fruiting. Okay, it's the dead of winter. There is no budding, there is no spring. And that's what this government, that's what this nation of gloom and darkness and fire. Okay, don't forget what we're getting for descriptive terms here. Gloom, great darkness, great sea westward, great Babylon, my friends. Think, my friends, think. You have to watch Ye Shall Know Them by Their Fruits to understand the reflection and how this mirrors. So, constitutes winter. It's creating an environment. It's forming a reality in which there is no spiritual fruiting. There are no spiritual works. Okay, and that's exactly what's happening. You see them. They have warred on religion. They have tried to take it and limit it. They have tried to manipulate it. And then it says, after they've done this, they have created an environment in which we could not fruit. And then the place from which issues the water in every abyss. So now they're providing this water from the abyss. And I'm going to show you what this water is from the abyss. I'm going to show it to you. It's going to tie up directly with Leviathan, directly to the Antichrist, directly to the locust, directly to the false witness, directly to the false doctrine. And you're going to see it. And you're going to see it, my friends. So let's look here. And I want you to understand something here. Line 2. Okay? All right. Now remember, I want you to remember Revelation chapter 8, verse 8, which I told you was the second trumpet, which is the second cup. Here it is, the double. Here it is, that flaming mountain that is being visualized spiritually. They carried me to a lofty spot, to a mountain, the top of which reached to heaven. I'll be back.